Do you struggle to create consistent video content for your business? I'm Simon Banks. I'm a video producer and coach, and I'm on a mission to find out what the most significant challenges are that you find in making videos. And in this video training, I'm going to cover what I call the Big Five and how you can solve them so you can be making more videos for your business. So after producing thousands of videos for hundreds of companies, I see a sort of a pattern to why businesses don't create consistent video content. The first one is time, basically not having enough of it, generating ideas, getting caught up in all the tech, not wanting to be on camera, and then the cost of producing regular video content. So let's go into the details of each one. I think time. Time is obviously one of the biggest ones. Creating video content can be time consuming. Okay. The quickest way to do actually a video is just do something like this, which is a live. But if you want to create recorded content and make it good, it creates time in thinking, planning, shooting, editing, and distribution. So, I know when we're as business owners, busy entrepreneurs, time is something we never seem to have enough of. And I know a lot of people had loved the idea of creating video content, but ultimately they just don't seem to have enough time to do it. So the idea is you really got to plan. Planning is key here in thinking about not the ad hoc sort of, oh yeah, maybe I should do a video and I'll get around to it when I can, but actually dedicating some time to do it, whether it's 2 hours a week to half a day, a month, whatever it might be. And the idea is when creating video content is that you should actually what we call batch record. So when you're going to do any video content, so rather than just go and sit down and do one video, you need to think about actually doing recording lots of videos. Okay. Can you start with 2? So just record 2 videos. And then ideally, can you record up to 4 videos in a session? And that could be either recording for 2 hours or maybe half a day, I guess, depending on the type of content you're recording, whether it's just videos for social media posts or recording content for courses. The next biggest challenge, I think, is coming up with the ideas. All right. Quite often people say, yeah, I want a promotional video for my business or my website, so they can come up with one video. But ultimately, you need to be coming up with loads of ideas that you be posting up to a video a week. And what I do is quite often we all have our thinking time. Some people like me, it's generally I'm going on for a walk, you might be having a shower, whatever it may be. An idea will come. Oh yeah, that'll make a good idea for a video. And the idea is to write them down. Once you think of them, write them down. I use notes on my iPhone, and I have a notebook, I suppose it is, which just says idea videos. And when I come up with an idea, I just write them down. The other thing is, if you're looking for ideas, is to think about the frequently asked questions. What are the frequently asked questions that you get asked all the time from your clients or customers? They make a good video, and I'm sure you get lots of questions around, how do you work, how do you price things out, how you deliver, what's your processes, all that sort of thing. Questions about your products, how does it work, things like that. These are all frequently asked questions. The other way I get my ideas is I like to listen to lots of podcasts. I read blogs. I see emails. Emails come in, and you think, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I can create a video around that. Or they talk about a topic which I think, yeah, I can relate that to for my customers. The other issue is the tech. I see so many people get caught up with the technology of video, and it sort of potentially stops them doing anything. So the biggest key point here is to start with what you have. Don't overthink. Think I need to buy an expensive camera, or I need to get another computer, things like that. You need to start with what you have, and quite often this will be a smartphone. Okay, there is Nothing wrong with one of these. Okay, I shoot a lot of video content on me. Yeah, I do have several cameras, but you know, I see so many people come to me and go, oh, you know, what DSLR camera do I have? What camera should I buy? And the best one is, you know, basically that's saying, you know, the best camera you have is the one that you're carrying. And quite often it'll be one of these. It'll be an iPhone or a smartphone, and the new ones, well, the ones recently, they shoot really good quality. So and it's simple. All you need to do is you just need to have a few, I guess, simple things like an adapter and a tripod and a microphone, but it doesn't cost a lot of money, and I think it's a great place to start. Always start with your phone before you upgrade. So once you get used to creating regular content, and then think about upgrading your tech, but don't let the tech stop you. All right, the idea is to keep it simple until you get comfortable in creating video content, and then think about upgrading. The other issue, I know a lot of people just do not like being on camera. This is a shot of me with a paper bag over my head. All right, I don't often do this, by the way. It's not a habit I like to get into, but it's to make a video which I will be releasing shortly. I mean, it's being edited at the moment, and it's talking about why people do not go on camera because they don't like the way they look and sound. Okay, now I'm going to tell you, you know, into a little secret here. I've interviewed hundreds of thousands of people, and not many people like the way they look and sound. Okay, but you sort of got to get used to it, because ultimately you look and sound differently. There are reasons for that in terms of when you see yourself, you're looking in a mirror. On camera, it's sort of how other people see you, and your voice sort of comes up in here, rather than often you're sort of you're not hearing from here, not here. So the trick is really is to practice. Okay, unfortunately, there's no magic pill that I can give you to give you confidence of being on camera. It's about practice. And the best way to start, again, is talk to the smartphone. All right. You don't necessarily have to start making videos and then or recording yourself on camera and then making videos quite yet. The idea is just to get comfortable with talking to your phone. And again, actually, I do have another video coming up with that. And the key to it is really record and play back. Okay, so the idea is, you know, you get your iPhone out, go to the camera app. Hold the phone that way, not that way. When you're practicing, doesn't matter, but ultimately try and get the habit of making videos this way. Go to video, go to selfie mode, and start talking to the camera. Now, the trick is here not to talk to the screen, because you see yourself and you're so used to talking to someone, is to try and talk to the little black dot which you can't see, which is actually the lens. Okay, so the idea is you can talk to the lens, and you just need to talk about, you know, anything from how your day is, or just practicing, you know, what is the most frequently asked question you get from your customer. You record it and then you play it back, and you just keep doing that. You're just practicing, and the more you do that, the idea is that you get used to, or well, at least more comfortable of actually seeing yourself on screen and hearing yourself. Now, believe you me, I spent most of my life behind a camera. Okay, that's where I started my career as a television news cameraman for decades, in a way, and I've always been behind the camera directing other people. And it's only been the last a year or so I've actually got in front of the camera. And I must admit, when I first looked at myself, I go, really? Do I sound like that? Do I have an accent? And look at my hair. You know, it's all you get very self-conscious. But over time, you do get used to it by just doing it. Okay. And one of the other major reasons, you know, why people don't do video content is cost. And cost can come in many different forms. And I'm just going to talk about the 3 ways that you can create video content. The first one is do it yourself. Okay, I mean, that is the cheapest way of creating video content, is do it yourself. But I would challenge you in terms of if you're a busy business owner or entrepreneur, is that good use of your time? You know, is how precious is your time, and whether you should yourself be creating video content. And by that I mean you can come up with the ideas and maybe you can film yourself on an iPhone, but should you really be doing the editing or the marketing of the video? So just have a think about, you know, how much time you have to invest in making your own videos. If you have the time, then great. There's plenty of training out there that you can have to improve your skills. Their option is what I call is in-house. You know, do you have a business which might have a team, a marketing team? Do you have someone in-house who can edit, for example? Someone who knows one end from a camera to another, who can record videos for you. Ideally, these in-house team will have some experience in making videos, but can you train them up? If you're not making that regular video content, this is something that they can do as well. But remember, you know, video does take time, and if they're not a video person, if they do have another job, just remember it's a good use of their time. Now, of course, their option is to outsource. Now, you can outsource to professional video production companies like the one I run, Tallboy Communications. You can find a videographer who can do it for you. You can go on loads of different sites like Fiverr or Bidvine, you know, and you can find videographers if you want. And you can find editors as well. So you can do what I call an outsource hybrid job. So you could film yourself in-house and outsource the editing. I think in an ideal world as a business, you'd probably basically do a mixture of three. So you might record your own sort of vlogs, if you like, or your own pieces to camera. You have an in-house team that might edit. But when it comes to creating high quality films, which might be promotional films or a corporate video, for example, then you would outsource. So I hope you found that training useful. Let me know what your biggest challenge is when it comes to creating videos. Drop a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel when I'll be creating more video training like this. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you on the next video.